Hi everyone, and welcome back to Butterfly's Poison. So the dude's back again. He's here to bother us again, I guess. So yeah, let's try to get our best friend to ditch his fiance, our childhood friend to ditch his fiance, and go with us instead. All right. Let's go. It's painful to admit, but the Nomiya family is getting used to the man's unannounced visits. Brought another bouquet for her. It seems he hasn't learned his lesson, but Yuriko doesn't even have the energy to be sarcastic about it. So what do you want?
Nani? Hime no kao o mii ni kita dake da.
Shiba, you're just exhausting, man. I don't know. Well, thank you very much. You've seen me, now get out.
それともう一つ。食事会の友を願い出たいと思ってね。
His unexpected words stop Yuriko from sardonically telling him where the exit is. She inclines her head in confusion. Yeah, what? A dinner party?
あなたも京子夫人の食事会に行くんだろ?
Lady Kyoko is hosting a dinner party?
誘いを受けたんだろう。そう聞いていたが。
Did our mom not tell us? Maybe she did invite her when she visited the manor to see her mother. Yuriko only vaguely remembers that the latter half of her conversation with Kyoko. Yeah, I was kind of panicky too. I don't even remember. No doubt because of the shocking news that Kyoko told her about. It was a mistake to fail to remember the invitation, though, because now she had Shiva of all people reminding her about it. Feeling awkward, she replies, I guess she did.
どうした?おひいさんは上の空か?
Drop it, will you? But still, do you think I'm permitted to attend the party?
当たり前だろう。京子夫人とあなたの母上は友人同士じゃないか。
It's like, yeah, she's friends with my mom, so I mean, she kind of scares me though, guys. Shiba shrugs, duh, written clearly on his face.
本来なら一家で招待されたところだろうが、奥方様は寝たきりだし、殿様とあなただけがお呼ばれしたようだな。
Does seem like Lady Kyoko and my mother are longtime friends.
ああ、そのようだ。俺も深くは知らないが。
Kyoko's kind of scary though. I like her, but she's scary. Shiba gently takes a cigarette and lights it up. Ugh, I hate smoking and vaping. I don't like the smell, it's gross. I have a very sensitive sense of smell and it's just really hard for me. He sits back, taking one drag after another and blowing the smoke as if he's lounging inside his own house. And then he narrows his eyes behind the tobacco smoke.
なんでも京子夫人のお父上が朝鮮で虎を取ってきたそうだ。帝国ホテルで総勢200名余りの食事会を開くらしい。
I feel bad for the tigers, but I love tigers. I don't want to like touch them or anything. I just would like to see them from a distance, safely, and not bothering them. Tigers? Can we even eat tiger meat? That's where you're...
はあ、俺も食ったことはないが、なかなかの珍味だそうだ。
I hate all of you. I love tigers. Leave them alone. Oh, poor tigers. I thought carnivore meat didn't taste good. That's amazing. Lady Kyoko's father must be an incredibly formidable man to be able to capture tigers. He didn't do crap. He hired people to do that. Dude's probably a wuss.
確かに。あの夫人の父君だからな。それに比べて婿の方はかなりおとなしい男という評判だ。
Now I'm upset. I don't want to go to the party. Kill the tigers to eat them. I don't like that. Really?
性別が逆だった方がよっぽどしっくりくるともっぱらの噂だ。あの若奥様は性別を間違えて生まれてきたんだな。
Nah. She bursts out laughing, and he seems extremely amused. Yuriko finds the relationship between Shiba and Lady Kyoko odd. Shiba gives the impression that he's well acquainted with the lady, but what exactly is the nature of the relationship? Girl? I don't even want to... I mean, I want to know, but at the same time. Dang it. Sorry, I just looked down in my water and there's a dead bug in it. Dang it, I was going to drink this. Give me a sec, I need some new water. Alright, I'm back. Jeez, and there was a fresh cup of water and everything. Dang. I hate those stupid little freaking teeny tiny little gnats. They're stupid. Anyway, sorry. I got my water. I'm good now. Where were we? Alright. Shiba, are you close with Lady Kyoko?
そうだな。朝からの付き合いではあるな。
Okay.
嫉妬してくれたのかい？
No, but good luck with her. I'm not. Besides, Lady Kyoko is married.
さあ、
Doesn't
あ
mean
の人はそんなこと
nothing.
に頓着しないだろう。
Exactly. She don't care. But that's... She'll don't be like that. Unbelievable, or so she wants to finish her sentence. But she recalls Kyoko's advice about never giving birth to children. She's quite an unusual woman. You're not gonna bring up the fact that she was checking out the butler and said that he'd have a nice package? Kyoko clearly said she doesn't like taking care of children, and maybe she's unlike most women who think fidelity is a virtue. Girl, you're not gonna bring up the... Yeah, let's talk about the child situation, not the her hitting on your butler situation. Come on. The suspicion that Shiba and Lady Kyoko might be more intimate than Yuriko thought they were invades her mind, and she hastily tries to extinguish it. Whoever this man has an intimate relationship is none of her business. Yeah, I mean, we don't like him anyway. We're not in his
結
route.
局あなたは行くのか？それとも行かないのか？
Lady Kyoko's dinner party?
そうだ。行くなら一緒に行こうじゃないか。
Well, it's safe. I'm going. Sorry about that. A spider decided to descend upon me. Scared me. Guess bugs like me today. Or hate me, depending. Sorry, we'll get that. She's gone out of her way to invite me, so I'm going.
おお、そうか。
Good plan.
そう来なくっちゃな。
You don't have to be so happy about it. Yuriko gripes, hating the elated look on Shiba's face. Well, we're going on a date and he's not being chaperoned this time, so... I didn't decide to attend the party because I wanted to please you. Yeah, let's say that.
一体なぜ行くと決めた？
Yoko, then? I told you, it was wonderful of her to invite me, so...
俺が尋ねるまで、君は招待されていたことも忘れていたじゃないか。
Shut up. Well... Doesn't mean I'm going to the party to make you feel happy. Or so Yuriko wanted to protest, but she's pretty sure he's just going to parry it with another comment, so she begrudgingly swallows the words.
そういえば、あの軍人殿の家も招待されているようだぞ。
Oh, do I get to be his fiancé for once? Huh? Hideo was invited? Shiba's comment comes as a shock. Yuriko wonders just how the Ozaki family and Lady Kyoko are related. Is Hideo going to the party? How do you know?
彼の婚約者の家が夫人と親しいようだから、来るとしたら同伴だろうな。
Oh, I see. Hideo's fiancé. She doesn't know who his fiancé is, but for her to be an acquaintance of Lady Kyoko, it is a small world after all. That aside, this conversation reminds her of the worrisome extent of Shiba's information network. What method did he use to obtain information on Hideo's fiancé? Shiba, are you by chance close with the family of Hideo's fiancé?
いや、俺は全くの無関係だ。
Here's the thing, if you
由
work...
緒正しい家柄ではあるそうだが、商売っ気もなさそうなんでね。ただ、奄美の夫人は社交界で知り合ったらしい。
The circles of high
気
society.
になるか。
Bro, we need to have friends. He probably just knew people who knew people. About connections, and we are a homebody. Shiba throws a teasing remark at Yuriko, watching her with a disgusting grin on his face. It kind of amuses me, to be perfectly honest. Blood instantly rushes to Yuriko's cheeks and she looks away. No, it hasn't. Stop looking at me like that.
幼馴染を取られるのが悔しいんだろう。
I mean... And I'm telling you, I'm not jealous.
言ってはいないが、顔に書いてあるぞ。
How? No. Grow up, Shiba. Stop teasing me like an elementary school kid. Got my face. It's our layabout brother. There he is.
随分賑やかな部屋だね。
Stop going to the red light district and keep Shiba away from us, please. Door opens to reveal Mizuhito, who leisurely saunters inside. Oh, brother, where have you been?
ちょっと
Stupid
蔵
question.
でね。気がついたらうたた寝をしてしまっていたみたいだ。
Uh-huh, sure. I doubt that.
また優雅なひとときをお過ごしになったようですな。
君ほどじゃないよ。まあしかしよく来るね。まるで暇人のようだね。
At a glance, they seem to be exchanging a civilized and placid banter, but the thorns of sarcasm decorate their words. Mizuhito sits down next to Yuriko with a small grunt. After yawning once, Mizuhito turns to fix his sleepy eyes on Shiba.
で、何のご用だったの？
He's asking us on a date again, and you weren't here to stop it, so we're going.
今度天海家が主催する食事会のお誘いですよ。
Jeez, dude. That was fast.
あの珍妙な。虎の肉だったかな。
Ludicrous?
そうです。行くなら一緒に行こうと誘いに来たんですよ。
Brother, I'm going to the party.
え？本当かい？
Maybe you should have gotten your lazy butt up here and stopped this situation from happening. Sleep disappears from Mizuhito's gaze as he turns to his sister, with shock etched over his
お
features.
前、虎の肉なんぞに興味があるのかい？
No, not in the slice, but she's probably... No, not really. But it's a rare opportunity, so I want to go.
お前がそう言うなら、
I mean, thanks.
僕も付き合うけれど。
But you're gonna end up ditching me for some chick anyway.
興味があるのは虎の肉じゃなくて別のものじゃないのか？
Shut up, Shiba. How many times do I have to explain myself? She shouts before remembering that her brother is still in the room. She quickly clamps her mouth shut. Her brother finds out that the reason she's interested in going to the dinner party is that she wants to know more about Hideo's fiancé. She doesn't think she'll be able to live through the embarrassment.
まあ婚約者同伴は彼だけではないしな。
We're not engaged. What?
俺とあなたも婚約者だ。夫人にもそう伝えてやる。
Dude, seriously? You what? Oh, for the love of... I can't believe you. Yuriko shoots up from her seat. Her brother already said he's not going to allow it. He's the head of the family. We are not engaged. I am not your
まあ同
fiancé.
じようなもんだろう。そんなに喜ばなくてもいいじゃないか。
Dude, I am far from happy. I'm furious. I'm happy.
まあそういうことで。おっと、そろそろ仕事に戻らなきゃいけないな。
Dude, you piss me off, but you piss her off, but I'm enjoying him. Hey, wait, Shiba, you better rectify your statement. I don't want Lady Kyoko to think that we are engaged.
そんなに嫌なら自分で言ったらいい。食事会の当日にね。
Oh, she better stop having an affair with you then. Unperturbed by Yuriko's rage, Shiba abruptly rises from his seat and briskly saunters off towards the door. I like this dude. I really do. Shiba, I'm not done.
話なら当日たっぷりしようじゃないか。それじゃ、俺はこれで。
Okay.
ああ、ご苦労様。
Dude, seriously? Mizuhito, aren't you gonna be on my side? Well, he's gonna be like, well, I'm not gonna let him marry you anyway, so who cares? For a few moments following Shiba's departure, silence fills the air. Yuriko stands there in mute amazement by the haughty man's audacious behavior. What an outrageous man.
しかしまあ、随分と仲良く喋るようになったね。
See reality as it is, not how your jealousy makes you see it. Brother, did you not hear the words I threw at that man? Did I sound like I was being nice? Oh my gosh.
お前が元気になるのはいいことだよ。
Mizuhito fixes his languorous, whatever, gaze at her.
天海夫人とはあまり仲良くしない方がいいよ。
She's kind of scary, but I do like her. But yeah, why? She's a friend of our mom.
うん、それはそうなんだが、あまり良くない噂もあるものだからね。
Mm-hmm. What kinds of rumors?
お前の耳にはあまり入れたくない類の噂さ。
See, I
とに
hate
かくあまり親しくしないようにね。
I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, I've heard blah, blah, blah. And they're like, okay, tell me. Like, nah, it's better if you don't. I'm like, well, don't freaking bring it up then. I'm not a child. I mean, I understand with children, because, you know. But, like, freaking tell me, don't bring it up and not tell me. Okay, I get it. Because then, no. Then now my mind's just like, what can it be? Yeah, it's just how grave are the rumors for her brother to hesitate to share them with her. But Yuriko's mind is currently too preoccupied with thoughts of Hideo that she can't find it in herself to worry about the rumors surrounding the lady. Hideo, he must be going to the dinner party with his fiancée. She has mixed feelings about this. The act of going to a dinner party where a lot of people will gather with his fiancée is like announcing that they are indeed engaged. But Hideo didn't seem like he was interested in getting married. You're going with Shiba? Oh, sorry. She remembers those words. We saw those last time. We don't need to. Again. She remembers those words. He said he didn't choose to be engaged. He said it was an affair between two families. Moreover, since the source of his engagement was Yuriko, it would be weirder if she didn't care about what kind of person his fiancé is. Hideo's fiancé, Shiba's words, and her brother's warning. These things bode ill, telling her that the Tiger Meat dinner party will most likely not end on a peaceful note. Ah, it'll be fun! Chaos is fun sometimes. As long as I'm not in the middle of it. On the day of the dinner party, the moment Yuriko steps into the banquet hall, she immediately finds the hustle and bustle overwhelming. Sitting in the waiting room with her are well-known figures. Despite being fairly distanced from the happenings in society, she's even heard of some of them. The cabinet minister with authority is in the political world, a general of the army with countless blinding medals on his attire, as well as several wealthy marquises and dukes who are pure-blood aristocrats. How does that girl not have any friends before this? Besides, you know, Hideo. Each guest is dressed extravagantly, but the banquet is just as glamorous with its decorations and performances. First of all, there are taxidermy tigers positioned on both sides of the corridor. Have you seen? Oh god. Oh. I don't like that. Side of the corridor that leads toward the banquet hall. This is the first time Yuriko has seen a real tiger. That's a stuffed tiger. It's pretty much. They're big and fearsome, but their majestic forms are so breathtakingly beautiful. They would have been prettier alive and happy and out in the wild, but sure, whatever. The hall is spacious enough to fit about 200 guests, and it's decorated with lush bamboo thickets that would remind one of the enigmatic landscape deep in the mountains of Korea. Brilliant dancing of the geisha performers adds even more color to the banquet. Without Shiba to prompt Yuriko to keep walking, she would have probably bolted out of the hall and returned to the manor. The hall is like another world. She wonders if it's okay for her to be witnessing these things because she's from a poor aristocratic family and this occasion doesn't match her one bit. Girl, you said like a lot of the aristocratic families are like you and actually in debt. Stop worrying. They're all like this. Yeah. Shiba says as if he knows what she's thinking and she jumps. It's hard to believe that my mother has been friends with someone of this caliber. You said her family was super rich too. Probably not, no. Shiba sneers cynically. Yeah. Can't you just...
Wait,
I thought you were close. Shiba says, scowling in response to Mizuhito's accusation. Kyoko spots Yuriko and the two men. She leaves the circle of people who had been laughing together with her and approaches their small group.
まあまあ、よく来てくださったわね。嬉しいわ。
お招きに預かり光栄です。
あら、若様。あ、いいえ、もう殿様だったわね。こっち。
母がお世話になっています。 本日は母の代理も兼ねてご挨拶に伺いました。
そう。茂子さん、元気なら来ていただきたかったのに、残念だわ。
Nope.
申し訳ございません。
She is still dying slowly.
まあ、そんな風に言わないで。殿様とおひいさんがいらしてくれたんだもの。十分すぎるほどよ。
Shikeko flashes him with a bewitching smile and turns to Yuriko. Feeling her pulse beneath her beating faster under the scrutiny of those captivating eyes, she smiles back at the woman. Lady Kyoko, thank you very much for your invitation.
あなたは今日もみずみずしく可愛らしいわね。
You really kind of, scare me. Lady alternates her gaze from Yuriko to Mizuhito, squinting her eyes as if she's staring right at the sun.
本当になんて麗しいご兄弟なのかしら。私、舞い上がって羽目を外してしまいそうだわ。
Girl, we're not, no.
あなたは本当に美しいものに目がないな。
あら、綺麗なものが好きなのは悪いこと
So
で
she didn't think Shiba was beautiful. That's nice. Kyoko cocks an eyebrow at Shiba's words.
一向に構いませんよ。あなたが俺のものに手出しをしなければね。
Oh.
あなたのもの
She inclines her head to the side in question for a second before glancing over at Yuriko. And then the lady chuckles.
芝さったら
Oh.
結婚を申し出ただけで
Yeah,
も
no.
う自分のものだと思っているのね。
そうですよ。彼女は俺の婚約者です。未来の妻です。
I never agreed to that. We didn't agree. Shiba replies, the lit in his voice full of jest and his movements exaggerated. Irked at his reaction, Yuriko opens her mouth to retort only to snap it closed a second later because she notices that the eyes of the other guests around them are fixed on them. Picking up a fuss right here and now would be disgraceful. Yuriko feels her cheeks grow warm as she casts her eyes on the floor. What'd she do to deserve this humiliation? You're not being humiliated, just don't say anything. See, she hasn't said anything about agreeing to be his fiancée, so how could he declare it in front of so many people? Because he knows that you're quiet and you're not going to say anything.
妻は夫に仕えるもの。つまり、夫のものです。違いますか？
Dude. Okay, well.
またそんな冗談を。
It's after World War I. It's after World War I. The two of them continue to exchange a light banter, oblivious to Yuriko's mortification. Just walk away at this point.
芝さんったら新時代の傑物かと思ったら案外古風なのね。女は親に従い、夫に従い、子に従うものですって？
そうですよ。夫人はか弱い、保護されるべきものです。保護というのは養う、所有するということでしょう。
Shut up, Shiba. Seriously.
まあ、女性をまるで犬のように扱うのね。
Oh my gosh. The lady's bright red lips curve into a smile. She lifts her sleeve to mask the intensity of her expression. As a modest lady does, she looks at Shiba with cat-like eyes.
いいえ。女は殿方の
She's
所
like,
有
I'm
物じゃな
gonna
くてよ。
poison you at his banquet, so shut up.
勘違いなさらないで。
勘違いというと？
I'm enjoying this.
考えてもごらんなさい。あなたは誰のお腹から出てきたのかしら？物から生まれるのはおかしいわ。それじゃ偉大なる殿方のお尻？
The hall erupts in laughter. If those words had come out of an ordinary woman's mouth, the guests here would have given her the cold shoulder. But since it's Kyoko who's talking here, they respond to her with same laughter as if she's brainwashed them. It's truly the most curious sight to behold. Well, when you got money, you could pretty much say whatever. Shiba doesn't even look offended as he laughs along. Maybe he didn't even mean a word of his little speech.
いや、参った。訂正しよう。まず、夫人はか弱いものという部分をね。
あら嫌だ。
I wouldn't survive in this situation.
意地悪
I
ね
would have walked away a long time ago. The lady breaks into a peal of laughter, the sound tinkling and pleasant like the laughter of a young girl, and the atmosphere of the entire hall grows lighthearted. Sorry. She then proceeds to introduce her father, who is the main host of the party, and her husband. Both men seem exactly how Shiba described them earlier. Lady Kyoko's father, who owns the Amami liquor wholesaler, is called Shohei, and he is indeed a man of fortitude. If the lady was a man, she would probably look like this man, who also happens to have a broad-minded personality. On the other hand, her husband, Itaro, has a calm demeanor and a lean stature. He looks like his wife has him wrapped around her little finger. Probably.
そろそろお
But
食
this
事を始めま
personality,
しょう。
yes, she most likely does.
おとっちゃん。
Kyoko raises her voice, greeting all guests, prompting them to sit at their respective tables. After a lengthy speech about Sir Shohei's tiger hunt, dinner is finally served, where he probably hired someone to do the hunting for him, and he's just, yeah. The Teikoku Hotel's top-notch chefs prepared the full-course dinner, and the main course is a dish made with tiger meat. However, it tastes awful. No one is brave enough to say it out loud, but the meat stinks and the texture is horrible. Yeah, because that's what I'm saying. Carnivore meat, I was told, never tastes good. The meat must have gone bad on its way from Korea. Everyone in the party grimaces, but continues to chew on it. You're gonna get sick. No, I heard the carnivore meat is just, it's just tough and doesn't taste good. I don't know if that's true. I should probably look it up, but I'm not going to. I don't care that. After arriving at the hotel, Yuriko can't stop herself from casually scanning her surroundings even during the meal. Nothing else to do. She observed all nooks and crannies, but she still can't find him. Hideo doesn't look like he's coming to the party. Is the information I got from Shiba false? Or did he run into an accident of some sort? Yuriko suddenly begins to feel uneasy. It's true that she hasn't seen Hideo in a while. Has he come down with some kind of illness since the last time they saw each other? Unfortunately, he isn't here to alleviate her worries.
さあ、ゆり子。
Maybe he just didn't want to be seen with his fiancée because he doesn't want it to be an official thing. Huh?
こんなところに長いは無用だろ。周りは商売の儲け話ばかり
It's
だ。
like I'm bored. I want to go to the red light district. You
僕ら
can
に
stay
は
at
何の
home.
関係もないよ。
This girl, I can't believe she hasn't made a single friend. Like she moved. Mizuhito whispers from his seat next to her. Her brother is right. They do feel sort of out of place here. There is evidently no reason for them to stay after they have finished their food. But Yuriko is still worried about Hideo. And yet she can't bring herself to be open about it with her brother. The impatience irritates her to no end.
おやお二人さん、もう帰り支度を始めているのか？
I thought I was at his date, so I didn't think I could just leave without him. Shiba, who's been sitting a little ways from them, approaches. Wait, I thought I was your date. Why'd you just... Never mind. Yuriko throws a light glare his way. Did Shiba purposely share false information with her just to lure her into attending the party? Probably. He meets her eyes and flashes her a triumphant smile, as if he's completely decoded Yuriko's train of thought.
そういえば、先ほど秀夫君の姿を見たな。
You lying ass. What?
秀夫くん？なんだ。彼も呼ばれていたのか。
He probably wasn't.
ええ、そのようですが。どうしたことか、天海家の方々に挨拶だけされて帰ってしまったようだな。
Jackass. But why?
さあ、俺は話していないからわからんが。
So he came, said thanks for the invite, and then left.
何やら、彼の連れの女性の具合が良くなさそうだったかな。多分それで引き返したんじゃないか？
You're such a dirty liar. Oh, I see.
連れの女性？
Mizuhito says, looking suspicious. Apparently, her brother is just as clueless about Hideo's engagement as she was.
秀夫くんが夫人を伴っているとは珍しいな。天変地異でも起きるかな。
おや、殿様もご存知なかったか？
何のことだ？
Brother, Hideo has a fiancée.
ほう。それは初耳だな。
Mizuhito raises an eyebrow with his lips slightly parted in surprise.
確かに縁談があってもおかしくない年だがな。 しかしうちにも少しは聞こえてきそうなものだが。
Maybe it didn't reach you because you're too busy in the red light district and no one could find you.
まあ、あちらさんにもいろいろと事情があるんでしょう。
ふん。
Like, good. Maybe I can be nicer to him now that he's not hitting on my
秀夫
sister.
君が婚約をね。
A faint smile makes its way to Mizuhito's face, but none of them can guess what he's thinking. He's probably thinking, good, one of my rivals is taken, so now... Chiba opens his mouth, then to say something, but a plump man appears from behind him and calls out to him with a thick voice.
やあやあやあ。おい、噂の芝くんじゃないか。
Oh god, no.
おっと、これはご無沙汰しております。
いやはや、君も随分と景気がいいようだね。
We're gonna leave. Bye. We're out.
いえいえ、めっそうもないですよ。
Cool.
世論は軍縮だなんだという動きだが、また戦争でも勃発してパーッと儲けたいもんだな。
Frickin' warmongers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
聞けばこの大戦を見て、ヨーロッパの軍事の強大さに日本の遅れを痛感し焦っているようですよ。ロシアへの出兵もすぐに来るでしょう。それに
The two men have completely ignored her and her brother, too absorbed in their discussion about making money by taking advantage of wars. Yep, warmongers. They don't have to fight, so they just make money selling weapons. It's gross. Mizuhito watches them with frigid eyes and scoffs.
汚い連中だ。
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Let's leave. Brother.
秀夫君もいつ戦争でどうなるかわからない身なのに、あんな奴らが戦で儲けているのかと思うとヘドが出るね。
The Great War is almost over, isn't it? Oh, it's still going? Oh. So why are they talking about Japan sending troops to Russia?
いいんだ。お前は知らなくていいよ。
Training, quote unquote.
若い女性の気にする話じゃない。さあ、こんなところに
Like, I'm
願いは
leaving.
無用
Bye.
だ。
You're a terrible date,
Hello?
Chiba. I'm not
Yuriko.
repeating. You ignored me, so... Not happening! Right. Yuriko obediently listens to her brother and stands up. Although she's interested in all this army talk that Shiba is discussing, Hideo isn't here. And that is enough reason for her to want to go home. She feels like she's been fooled. Hideo's fiance a sickly woman? She went home with him without even staying for the meal after all. I doubt it. I don't even think they probably showed up. I wonder if Hideo does prefer weak throw ladies. Don't do this. She supposes Hideo's fiance is surely her opposite. Yuriko was such a tomboy that she would climb a tree without waiting for Hideo to catch up with her. Feeling put out, she follows her brother to bid the ladies fair farewell and out of the hall. The tragic flavor of the tiger meat still coats her tongue, a similar rottenness to what's eating at her heart. I'm pretty sure tiger meat just doesn't taste good. That's why our brother's like, "Are you okay?" Just when they're about to get in the car after exiting the
Oi!
hotel.
Yuriko!
Whoa, what are you doing here, Hideo? What? Was that Hideo's voice? She can't believe her ears. What? I hate that uniform. Sorry. It's just like the beige, the color. I don't like it. When she turns around, she spots Hideo running out of the hotel toward her. Wait, he was there? Hideo!
お前
Wait,
帰るのか。
why? You weren't... What? Wait, what? Yes, I am. I was actually going to get in the car when you called me.
そうか。
Why are you running out of the hotel? Hideo looks down at his feet. Hideo's sudden appearance has startled Mizuhito as well.
秀夫君、帰ったと聞いていたが。
I didn't even see you.
いえ、連れの女性の気分が悪くなったので、部屋を取って休ませていたんです。
And it took you the entirety of dinner? Whatever.
はあ、ホテルを出たわけではなかったんだね。
Okay.
はあ。今医者が来て様子を見て、とりあえず今夜はこのまま宿泊するということになったようなので。
I have just gone home. Are you sure you should leave her alone, Hideo?
俺は家に戻ることにした。まさか同じ部屋に泊
It's
ま
like,
るわけ
why?
にもいか
I
ない
don't
だろ
care. I don't really like her.
しかし、相手は婚約者の女性なんだろう？
ええ。 ですから結婚前に同室に宿泊するわけにはいきません。
Okay. Hideo says, sounding slightly pissed at having to explain his decision. Mizuhito shrugs slightly and shifts his gaze from Yuriko to Hideo and back to Yuriko.
それでどうするんだい？
What? What? Yeah, what?
今秀夫君はお前を呼び止めただろ？
I
何か
can
話があったんじゃないのかな？
catch a cab back?
Oh.
Or he can walk me
Yeah.
back home? You did call out to us. So what do you want? Hideo's eyes wander restlessly as he purses his lips.
帰るとは知らなかったので今でなくともいいんです。
I'll be like, Mizuhito, go home. I'll have him walk me home.
そうか。
Mizuhito responds to Hideo's answer in an unamused tone.
それじゃまた後で。
Are you sure?
さあ行くよ、ゆり子。
Oh, wait, brother. When her brother pulls her hand, she surprises herself by planting her feet on the ground. Can I have a moment? I want to talk to Hideo just for a bit.
え？帰らないのかい？
No, that's what I mean. Give me a minute. I am in a little while. I'll ask Hideo to drive me home, so I'll be fine. Yeah, you came running. You obviously wanted to see us. Hideo doesn't say anything to deny or confirm her explanation. Mizuhito tilts his head, staring slightly at the two of them. Eventually, he breathes out a small sigh.
わかった。遅くなるんじゃない
You
よ。
have calmed down now that you know that he has a fiancé. Of course, I understand.
すみません、呼び止めてしまって。
いいんだ。ゆり子はどうやら君に会いにここへ来たようだからね。
I mean, yeah.
それじゃ気をつけて。
Okay. Bye. Freaking. Her brother's words nail Yuriko to her spot, and she stands there in silence, disbelieving. Her brother has seen right through her. Of course, it's not that hard. Since when?
おい、ゆり子。
Yeah? Oh, sorry for ignoring you. What's up? She's been standing next to Hideo in a daze. Her brother's speculation must have greatly shocked her. She turns to see Hideo watching her face
俺
intently.
に会いに来たというのは本当か？
You're like, no, I just wanted to see what your fiance looked like. Well, I,
俺の婚約者を見にじゃないのか？
yes. Sure, there is that too.
やはりな。
Because you're my friend, my only friend. Hideo scoffs and turns away. Silence fills the air between them for a beat, but when Yuriko is with Hideo, the lack of spoken words doesn't torment her. The town of Ginza is lively at night. How do they look in the eyes of those who are walking through the town right now? Most people are probably ignoring you and don't care.
中に戻るのは良くない。
Yes, I know. Hideo's fiancé is inside the hotel. Things will get complicated quickly if she misunderstands Yuriko's relationship with Hideo. We're gonna make that misunderstanding a reality, guys. We're stealing him from her. The two of them begin to walk at the same time. Well, I mean, she doesn't really have him anyway. It's a family thing. They saw each other only a few days ago, but it feels like she hasn't seen him in quite a long time. Walking slowly side by side, Yuriko looks up at Hideo. Is your companion ill?
いいや。ただ、陳列された虎の剥製を見て、先へ進むのが怖くなっただけだ。
Then why didn't she go home? What? That's a new, I suppose. Oh, someone like that would drive me insane. Like, they're stuffed tigers. They're not real. What are you, 5? Seriously. It's quite a difficult reason for Yuriko to sympathize with. Yeah, it's a silly reason. Are there really people who feel sick just by looking at taxidermy animals? I mean, they're gross, but I wouldn't be scared. I'd be like, I don't like that. She must be a young woman who's led a pretty sheltered life coming
幼い
from
頃
us.
犬に噛まれたことが原因で、動物の牙を見ると血の気が引くらしい。
Then why'd she come? They mentioned the tigers in the first place, didn't they? Oh, I see. She must have it tough then, because it means she faints every time she comes across a stray dog. Or literally any animal and fish that's not a bird. Cat.
令状は野良犬と出くわす場所になど行かんだろ
No, probably not. Ugh, she sounds so just high maintenance. Yes, if she walks to and from school, I'm sure she's bound to come across a stray dog or two. She probably gets someone
う。
to
す
drive
べ
her.
て車の送迎付きだ。自らの足を使うのはせいぜいダンスを踊るときくらいだろ
Ugh. Just ugh. Yuriko ruminates over Hideo's words in silent surprise. No wonder he doesn't seem to like her. Back when she was still in school, she only knew a handful of students who led the same kind of lifestyle as Hideo's fiancé. His fiancé must be the daughter of a man whose peer rank is higher than Marquis or an extremely wealthy man. No matter how high someone's nobility rank is, it's not the antiquated Edo period anymore. Nowadays, there are hardly anyone who doesn't walk on their own feet to places. Even though a young girl has a driver who follows her around, it's not weird for her to sometimes walk on her own to a nearby tea house with her friends after school. Says the girl who doesn't seem to have any friends. Based on Hideo's explanation, however, it doesn't seem like his fiancée does those kinds of things. Is she from a family with a fairly old customs? If she is, then she might just be the perfect partner for Hideo, given that he has a serious personality. Probably not, because he doesn't seem all that excited with how high maintenance she seems. That's amazing. She must be from a very reputable
う。そ
family.
うだな。ま、誰かさんのように出しゃばらず、
You know
俺とし
what?
ては助かるが。
I don't appreciate the slander. Okay. What? What's that supposed to mean? Ah, he's teasing.
今の顔。お前に比べたら、彼女はまるで能面だ。
Gosh, must be so
喜怒哀
boring.
楽まで控えめなのさ。
Oh my gosh. So boring. Really? But that means she'll be the ideal wife, I'm sure of it. Oh, she's gonna be a boring
理
wife.
想的な。
She'll be a
Now's the
boring wife, and he'll have affairs all the time. Hey, it'll be easier for us to take him. A woman must live by the 3 obediences, remember? According to the teaching, a woman must obey her father as his child, obey her husband as his wife, and obey her children when she's old. Ugh. The perfect girl is modest and reserved. She's always quiet and she doesn't express her own opinions, or so I've been taught. Yeah.
お前がそれ
I
に
would
甘ん
not
じてい
fit
るとは
into
思え
back
んが
then.
な
I'm so opinionated. Clearly, the teachings at my school and the people in my household would always tell me to behave, but I just can't. This is who I am.
そりゃそうだ。お前が控えめだったところなんて見たことがないな。ああ、しかし、最近はおとなしいじゃないか。
Yeah, we don't
家
seem
に
to
も
have
こ
any
もっている
friends.
よう
No
だ
one's
し。
come to visit and said. That would be because I haven't been feeling as energetic.
そうか。そうだな。
And you ditched me. I have no one to hang out with. Both Hideo and Yuriko fall into silence. Come to think of it, she used to be such a tomboy. She muses as if the fact has just resurfaced in her mind after years of slumber. In fact, she tried to jump down from the balcony before the evening party started that day. Sure, Majima interrupted her plan, but the fact remains that she's always been this way, until recently. It's just as Hideo said, she's not as outgoing as she once was. Her father's death, her mother's illness, and an abrupt marriage proposal from a Nove rich man. Those days when she could be a little rambunctious girl are long gone. Right now, her skull feels like it's nearly splitting from all of the thoughts about what she should do with her life.
お前は強いな。
Mm-hmm. What? Hideo muttered.
水人君は相変わらずのようだが、俺も家がめちゃくちゃになってしまったら、彼のようにやけになってしまうかもしれない。
I highly doubt that, Hideo. An unbidden smile reaches Yuriko's lips. First of all, her brother's habit of indulging in carnal pleasures isn't a manifestation of his desperation. It's simply a habit of his. You're not that kind of person. You wouldn't develop the same habit as my brother has.
いや、お前がどう思っているのかわからんが、俺は大して強い人間じゃないよ。
We had a similar conversation before. Her mind takes her back to the conversation she had with him in front of the manor after they left Seoken. At that time, Hideo returned Yuriko's question, urging her to answer what she thought would have happened if they got married. When she answered that they would be happy, Hideo was cynical about it. You asked me to explain how well I know you. And you went on to say that I barely know you, Hideo.
ああ、言ったな。
Well then, tell me. I think you are you, Hideo. All this time, and I don't think we've changed that much.
なんだって。
I don't know, the military kind of changes you. I know we don't spend time together as much as we used to, but when we talk like this, I feel that we haven't changed at all. I do feel that you've been treating me coldly, Hideo, but you're still as kind-hearted as I remember. You wouldn't be here talking to me if you didn't care about me. I know you still worry about me.
別に気にかけているわけじゃ。
Yes, you do. Really? Why did you chase after me then? Why did you agree to be here to have this conversation? Stop lying! You may not mean much in these actions, but I find solace in them. Because there was a point when I thought you were slipping away, Hideo. Aww.
それは俺も同じだ。
What? She looks up, eyes searching Hideo's profile. And she finds darkness lurking within those orbs. A flurry of emotion flits across Hideo's face, and Yuriko waits for him to speak with bated breath.
お前が
Bated breath, sorry.
遠ざかっていくような気がする。
Bated breath.
しばらく会わないうちに様相が似合うようになっていて、結婚の話なども持ち上がっていて。
Okay.
お前の家は今大変なことになっているが、お前は誰かに寄りかかることもなく、自分の足で立っている。逃げたいなどと言っても、お前の目は前を見ている。
Hideo.
お前は強い。俺が冷たく見えたのだとしたら、それはただの意地だ。お前にはもう俺は
Aww.
必要ないんだと、そんな気がして。
Yuriko feels her eyes widen. Hideo's never been so open about his feelings in front of her before. Ever since they started drifting apart, she felt like there was always a rift between them, a thick wall that separated them. But those invisible partitions are no more. They have disappeared so quickly, too. Perhaps it's the surprise that causes Yuriko to watch him in silent wonder. Sensing her eyes on him, Hideo whips his head up and locks eyes with her. Aw, he's so cute!
なんでもない。今の
No,
は
I'm not forgetting
忘
nothing.
れてくれ。
No. No. Why?
どうしてって。
Aw, you're so cute.
おかしなことを言った。血迷ったんだ。
I don't think it's weird, Hideo. Let me know about your feelings. And you've never done it for me before.
違う。
Ah, Is our little tsundere kind of? I thought you hated me, Hideo.
そんなことはない。
Oh, you're so cute. I know for sure now. But you pushed me away and then you suddenly got engaged. Just like you. I thought you didn't need me anymore,
ゆ
Hideo.
り子。
Oh. Both of them are silent as they stare at each other. Now kiss. Oh, he's engaged. I know he's not going to. She can't remember the last time she looked at Hideo in the eyes. He's grown taller. His days of training in the military have shaped his physique too. With a slightly nervous look on his face and naivety in his eyes, those things about him haven't changed a bit. He's still the same Hideo from her childhood memories. Right now, they're the only ones reflected in each other's eyes. Aww. But it's only for this moment. There are so many things that they have to consider in their lives right now. They can't focus on only each other. They're no longer children. They can't spend time together and be ignorant about the circumstances around them. A lukewarm breeze passes through the streets of Ginza. How long have they stayed like this? We should probably head back.
ああ、そうだな。
Yeah, rumors will be all over the place if we don't. By the way, what did you want to talk to me about?
いや、特に何も。
Don't frickin' lie, just tell me. Are you sure? You ran after me, so... Come on, tell me.
ただお前の姿が見えたから
Aww.
見失わないうちにと思って走っただけだ。
Could just come over. Oh, okay. Warmth blooms inside her chest. She never thought she would feel so much joy just from getting the chance to listen to Hideo's casual and honest feelings. Now we gotta chase that fiancé away. I'm glad I decided to come to the party. She was curious about Hideo's fiancé, but what she wanted the most was a chance to talk with Hideo again. And since Hideo decided to attend the party to leave his fiancé alone after she fainted in order to find Yuriko, would it be alright for her to think about that Hideo shared her sentiment? Yes, exactly. She's satisfied to know that although their bond was nearly severed, it looks like they've managed to prevent it. They might not be able to make time for one another, but she's grateful for the opportunity to talk with him and gauge how they feel about each other. Aww.
お帰りなさいませ。
Hi, Fujita. Hideo walks Yuriko back to the manor. Once she's inside, Fujita greets her. Thank you, Fujita. Where's my brother?
いつものところへ行かれました。
I could have just gone off with Hideo and he wouldn't even notice. He what? Those words burst Yuriko's bubble of happiness with Hideo. In that instant, something cold and dark creeps up to dwell in her chest. She's had enough of her brother's wanton lifestyle. How could he keep doing this when their mother is battling illness? Something akin to well, he doesn't like her. She doesn't like him. It's not really his biological mom, and she's never been nice to him, so... Something akin to concern or perhaps pity passes over Fujita's otherwise expressionless face as he stares at Yuriko.
けれど、今夜はすぐに戻るとおっしゃっていました。
Yeah. He did now. I think I'm going to bed early tonight. Yeah. I want to see my brother's face right now. I'm going straight to my room to sleep, so please don't bother waking me up when he returns.
かしこまりました。
Just leave me alone. Yuriko nearly stomps to her room in large strides, disgust and indignation well up in her chest with every step she takes. Hideo said he would probably grow desperate and become like Mizuhito if his household were stuck in a bad situation like hers, but she begs to differ. Her brother is practically ill. The straight-laced Hideo would never resort to liquor and women for comfort and sense of duty aside, much less when her mother is bedridden. Hideo, I'm not strong at all. I'm just trying to be strong. I have to be because no one will help me if I fall. Yeah. Her brother's, like, super unhelpful. Like, he gets upset about the whole Shiba situation, but he's never there, so she has to deal with it. She has no one she can rely on, and it's making her anxious. Yuriko closes her eyes, seeing images of her father on the back of her eyelids and bites down her lower lip. Yeah, she's pretty much the one running the show. In the middle of that night. Jeez, the crap. Her mother's scream pierces through the darkness, yanking Yuriko from her sleep. Mother? It was a horrifying scream, and it reminds her of the incident that happened that night. As soon as the scream erupts, she can feel the entire manor stir awake. Yuriko hugs her own trembling body. She's scared. What now? What is happening now? But she needs to go find out. Something must have happened to her mother, and she has to rush to her side. I need to pull myself together. Yeah, I was like, my reaction would have been to, like, jump up and immediately rush to who's screaming. With shaky steps, Yuriko makes her way toward the door of her room. She turns the doorknob with trembling fingers and opens the door when her mother screams again. The shrillness of her shriek reverberating through the entire corridor. Please don't make me listen to it again. She goes frozen to the spot. Her mother's shriek sounds like that of a wounded animal. And of course her brother's most likely not there. She senses someone walking briskly along the corridor, and soon a long shadow looms over her. Please don't.
姫様。
Fujita, go to mom. Fujita, what's wrong with mother?
とにかく姫様、おそばに行って差し上げてください。
She's just probably freaking out. Fujita's instruction breaks her out of her stupor, and she finally can move her limbs. And Fujita's words and expression tell Yuriko that she needs to prepare herself for the worst. Her heart beats faster the closer she gets to her mother's room. The door to her mother's room has been left ajar. From the gap, she can see several maids flurrying about the room. That was the other thing. You have so many maids and stuff that you would not be the first one there. Mother! She enters the room clinging to Fujita, and maids distance themselves from the bed to make room for her. She looks at her mother and her tousled hair, but her mother doesn't seem to be looking back at her. Yeah, she's freaking out. Mother, please hang in there. She's having a moment.
医者はまだなのか
Where is the brother? He said he was gonna be back early, the dirty liar.
はい、今迎えに行きましたが、まだ。
Yeah, I mean, she just starts screaming. It would take a while.
あの医者は
Oh,
寝起きが悪
he
い。
is here. Well, look who it
困っ
is.
たものだ。
Mizuhito steps into the room with a pained look on his face. Again, Shigeko doesn't show any sign of acknowledging his entrance. She's mentally not there anymore.
ください。私の罪を。私の。
Well, what did you do? Mother, this is Yuriko. Please look at me. You need to just not, girl. Her mother seems to be having a nightmare and she keeps on shaking her head. Yuriko grips her mother's hand and her eyes land on a certain item. She gulps. How she not noticed it sooner? Who covered her bed in these flowers? Near Shigeko's bed and on the floor next to her bed are countless scattered Chinese bellflowers. The sight makes it as if her mother is lying inside a coffin. Bellflowers again. Like, remove the flowers! Like, remove the flowers. Why are they here? Eyes wide open, Shigeko writhes in agony. Come to think of it, her mother went into a similar state when she saw the bellflower near the dead body of her father. And since that day, her mother had been keeping to herself in her room. Her reaction now must have also been caused by the bellflower. Why was someone removing them? If her mother doesn't calm down now, her weakened heart won't be able to take it and her very life may be threatened. Mother, please calm down. Get rid of the flowers! Stop just doing the same thing. But her daughter's voice doesn't reach her. Her mother is trapped deep inside her own world.
奥方様
Remove the flower. Why were you the one sent to get the... Oh, Majima. Majima rushes into the room, breathing ragged. Fujita instantly walks up to him with a grim look on his face.
先生は
Oh, he was the one sent for the doctor.
今サブローが連れてきます。先生、昨晩腰を痛めたようで。
Okay.
こんな時に
Remove the flowers! She's gonna die of a heart attack because none of you are removing the freaking flowers. Shigeko wails again, her voice this time even higher than before. Everyone around Shigeko holds their breath, watching the woman who is still lying on her bed with trepidation. Gonna die. Surrounded by the bellflowers, Shigeko stops moving and her stiff facial features soften. She extends her hands toward the ceiling, scratching the empty space. No one removed the flowers! I would have been the first to be like, what are they doing here?
くださったのね。お様。
Oh my gosh, people.
し
The
げこ。
worst. The worst staff ever. She has having a reaction to the flowers. She was having a mental breakthrough to the flowers, and no one removed the flowers. Whatever. You're all dumb. you're all fired. I don't need you anymore, Ma. She's gone. Everything turns quiet. Yeah, she's gone. Tears rolling down her dried skin. And then she drops her hands. Yeah, she did. Eyes still wide open, Shigeko heaves a long sigh. Yeah, your eyes stay open when you die. Silence fills the air, their ears ringing with it. Yeah, because it actually uses muscles to keep your eyelids closed, but they are open when you're dead. Silence fills the air, their ears ringing right now. They have to, like, glue them shut when you're dead at the mortuary. Mother? She isn't moving. She's dead. Her pale face is still relatively stiff, but somehow she seems to be at peace.
奥方様
Mizuhito, you didn't like her anyway. The maids begin sobbing. They are around them, and the undeniable truth before their eyes speak to her mother's heart-wrenching end. No. Remove the flower! She can't believe this is happening. Her mind is completely blank, incapable of forming thoughts. Her body knows, though. Knows what has just taken place. She's sure her body knows because her fingers start trembling on their own and tears begin streaming down her face. But her mind has yet to register the sadness. Turns out emotions come crashing down on someone in waves moments after the event that triggered them. Yuriko's learning about it now through the death of her mother. Yep. I'm not screaming. She screams until her throat feels like it's been scraped raw. Sadness floods into Yuriko, pushing her at the seams and threatening to spill out. She's just lost her last parent. Yeah, all within like, what, a month or two of each other? The unending cycle of misfortune ever since the night of her birthday. Yeah, misfortune comes in threes. Why did she have to be caught up in a hurricane of curses? Why is this her fate? Not so long ago, she and her family were living in peace, so why must they go through one painful experience after another? Yuriko's tears are still pouring out of her eyes, showing no sign of stopping anytime soon. Her tears fall onto her mother's hand in her grasp. Mother, 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 mother. She keeps calling after her mother inside her mind, again and again, each time stronger than the last, but her mother's eyes remain unseeing. It leads Yuriko to hallucinate that this very room, which is filled with the silence of death, is perhaps a gateway that is ready to suck her into the darkness of hell. The hopeless reality creeps around Yuriko, and it silently permeates every fiber of her being. Shigeko Nomiya has passed away. A month after the death of the previous Viscount, maybe she was eager to chase after him. Or maybe she was the one being chased. Yuriko stares at the bellflowers scattered near her mother's pillow, and she can't tear her eyes away. The vivid bellflowers are like a funeral procession manifested, and they stare back at her, smiling without warmth. Who freaking put the bellflowers in her mom's bed? And why is no one noticing the bellflowers? Why did no one remove the bellflowers when she was freaking out? Because obviously they were what was causing the episode. I don't know. I think everyone just sucks. Everyone sucks. I've been like, get these away, get these away. You're causing her to freak out. It was a trigger. Get them away. The entire manor is quiet, as still as death itself. Yuriko leans on the couch listening to the silence. I mean... well, yeah. Now I've lost my mother too. And my brother is going to leave me alone, and I'm just gonna have a rough old time. We need to steal our childhood friend away. Her mother's funeral ended quietly, held only before their closest relatives. Her mother was a social butterfly, a glamorous figure when she was alive, but her funeral was quiet and lonesome one. The decision to hold a quiet funeral is partly because Mitsuhito and Yuriko didn't want to let even more inquisitive eyes see their family's misfortunes, and partly because a small funeral was apparently what their mother had wanted, according to Fujita. Her mother told him she didn't want more people to look down upon the Nomiya family, and she wanted her funeral to be held in secret should something happen to her. They managed to fulfill Shigeko's wish, and now a mantle of silence has settled upon the manor. It won't be quiet for soon because the maids and everyone's gonna run their mouths. The maids who came to care for her mother left, leaving one elderly woman who has been working for the household for a long time to do the manor's housework. Probably for the best, they can't afford to pay them. The other remaining occupant of the manor include the butler Fujita, the gardener Majima, the driver and handyman Saburo. Fujita tried to dismiss Majima and Saburo since the household can no longer afford their services, but the two of them decided to stay, saying that they have nowhere else to go. Oh, Saburo! It kind of makes me nervous, but he might just be an extremely antisocial and unfortunately designed guy. Majima continues to put effort into gardening, but she doesn't know what Saburo does when he isn't doing the tasks assigned to him. The spacious manor has been reduced into a hollow place in a matter of days. Sooner or later, someone else will come to claim the manor, and Yuriko is all too aware of that fact. Maybe if your brother wasn't so lazy, he could try to figure it out, but he's wasting all his money at the red light district. You know how expensive that probably was? The sorrow of knowing that she's about to lose more in addition to her parents stays in her heart. Resentment, too, begins to take root in Yuriko's heart at the same time. Chinese bellflowers. Yes, the Chinese bellflowers. The flowers were there when her father and mother passed away. Something is amiss here. Who put the flowers there? Why didn't you ask that at the time? And why didn't you get rid of the stupid flowers? feels like she's inside a drama. A mystery novel. Whoever killed her father might be the same person that placed the flower on his body. Maybe the latter is the murderer's accomplice. If her hypothesis is correct, she wonders if it was also the same person who intentionally rushed her mother to her death. But why? What grudge is this person holding against my parents? She has asked this question to herself before, shortly after her father's death. Back then, she thought the anti-government criminals killed her father by mistake, but it turns out she was the one who was mistaken. Bellflower has to be a hint. What does the bellflower allude to? Let's see. The name bellflower. Chinese bellflowers. They also go by the name Kikyo. Kikyo? Perhaps the hint is hidden in the name of the flower. Bellflower? Kikyo. Tried separating the letters. Ugh, no, I don't understand. Maybe it's one of the things where you have to like rearrange the letters. She isn't even that well versed about flowers to begin with. Yeah, it might be like the meaning of said flower. No. So even if there is a code hidden in the name of the flower, she doubts she's skilled enough to easily discover it. Oh, this is giving me a headache. Ask Majima. He's the gardener. He knows. Her mother must be the only one who knew about the significance of the flower. Or Majima, who works in the garden with the flowers. Her mother, who had a weak heart, who was terribly disturbed when she saw a Chinese flower in her father's hand. And she was freaking out because they were in her bed, and no one freaking removed them. You guys are just super frustrating. You guys are just super frustrating. We'd ask her about it, but she's no longer in this world. Only could have asked her when she was alive. Anyhow, I can't mope around any longer. There's something fishy about the flower I need to keep investigating. Someone killed her father and now her mother. She can't afford to stay still. She will do something to find the culprit. The sound of the door to the entry hall being open reaches her ears. I guess, but who is it? She finds herself straining her ears and eventually hears a soft rapping on the door to the parlor. Shiba? Is it Shiba again? I hope it's...
姫様、よろしいでしょうか?
I hope it's Hideo, but it's probably Shiba again. Yes? Do we have a guess?
はい。尾崎様の若様がいらっしゃっています。
Oh, okay. I see. Let him in.
かしこまりました。
Let's do this. You can hear Fujita walking away behind the closed door. Yuriko lets out a sigh and leans back against the couch. Hideo, he's here again today. Oh, he's probably concerned. Her chest feels slightly warm. Hideo has been frequently visiting the Nomiya family manor ever since Shigeko passed away to check up on Yuriko. Yay, we can steal him away from her fiancé. There are only a handful of people who are still interested in setting foot in a manor owned by a crumbling household that seems to be cursed with misfortune. Frankly, Hideo's persistent visits are a source of comfort for Yuriko. It's like a breath of fresh air in the otherwise gloomy manor, and she finds herself relying on his existence to cope with the household's dire situation. Let's go on dates, like a lot, please.
Yuriko.
Welcome. Did you go home first before coming here today?
ああ、いつもより早く弾けたからな。
Hey. Although Hideo usually wears his military uniform, he's clad in plain clothes today, and Yuriko didn't expect to see him in casual attire. Normally he stops by the Nomiya family manor on his way back from work. It's probably why most of the time he only stays for a couple of minutes to see her before going home. However, today he sits across from Yuriko on the couch. He doesn't particularly look like he's in a hurry. There's something decidedly different about him today. Well, save for the look on his face, Hideo glances over at Yuriko with the usual deadpan expression.
で、どうだ、調子は?
No different than usual. I'm okay.
水人君は?
Where do you think? I don't know. He left the manor last night and hasn't been back since.
それもいつも通り
He's such...
か。
Oh, he pisses me off. We're not on his route, so whatever. Probably good that he's not here. Hideo scoffs, making no attempt to hide his disdain. Yuriko offers him a weak, wary smile, without reproaching him for his blatant sarcasm. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that she's conversed with this childhood friend of hers more often than with her brother lately.
なあゆり子
Yeah? What's up? What is it? Hideo clears his throat and sits up
そ
straighter.
ろそろ外に出てみないか
Yeah, sure. What?
もう一月近く経っただろう一歩も外へ出ないんじゃ
Oh, it's been an
お前までおかし
additional
くなっ
month.
てしまうんじゃないか
Jeez. Yeah. This is the first time Hideo has suggested anything to her. Yeah, the offer reminds her of a similar invitation from Shiba back when she was still taking care of her ill mother. Shiba is apparently in Shanghai for work. One of his subordinates stopped by the manor to greet her once, but the man himself hasn't been visiting. That's probably good. If that aggressive man were in Japan, he probably would have dragged Yuriko off somewhere by now. But the fact is, right now, she has no one to invite her out. Her distant relatives remain distant, preferring to watch the household from afar. Freaking sharks. And now her childhood friend Hideo, from whom she once drifted apart, is offering to take her out. He has never done this for her before. She is too shocked to form a response. Hideo seems to be interpreting her silence the wrong way, judging from the way his eyebrows scrunch and his defeated
や
sigh.
っぱり嫌か
No, let's go, sweetie. It's fine. We're just in shock. No, it's not that at all. I was just a little surprised. Yeah, we're just shocked.
なぜだ
When was the last time you invited me to do anything? Well, I mean, you've never invited me anywhere ever, so I didn't think you would want to go somewhere with me, Hideo.
別に特
He's
別
like,
な意味じゃない
what?
ただお前がいつまでも家にいるものだから
Hideo trails off, and his eyes widen as if he just thought of something.
そうだ
What?
鳥だ
What about birds? What? Birds?
俺は急に鳥が見たくなった付き合えゆり子
That's the worst line. What's gotten into you? Birds visit the garden all the time. Should we move to the garden?
そうじゃない上野の動物園に行くぞ
Bueno, yeah. Seriously? Right now? Yeah. If she's honest with herself, going out to the zoo sounds exhausting. But Yuriko is not so insensitive that she can flat out deny Hideo's attempt at being considerate. His awkward way of inviting her is so adorable and warms her heart. That's what I'm saying. He's adorable. That's why I like tsunderes. They're adorable. They're fun to tease. And she clearly doesn't have it in her to refuse his invitation. Fine, I'll come with you. I did think it was about time for me to go outside and get some fresh air.
そうか
Oh.
それじゃちょうどよかったな
Hideo rarely smiles, and yet his lips are now curved upwards, and the relief is clear in his eyes. Oh, he's so cute. A glimpse of his honest reaction elicits a smile from Yuriko as well. The invitation might have been abrupt and offered in a clumsy manner, but it's so like Hideo. It's filled to the brim with his gentleness and care. Oh, he's adorable. Yuriko leaves the manor for the first time in a long while. She lets Hideo take her to the Ueno Zoo. Because it's a weekday, there aren't all that many people about. It's relatively quiet and comfortable.
お前はここが初めてという
Can't do
わ
that
けじゃない
anymore.
の
There's
か
people all the freaking time. And I don't like zoos. I don't like seeing animals in captivity. I'm not a crazy animal activist. I just think we should just leave them alone. No, I must have come here when I was little, but I don't remember
そう
much.
か実は俺はここが好きなんだ疲れるといつもここへ来る週に何度も通ったこともあるほどだ
I like animal sanctuaries. I don't like zoos. They're different. I think I can relate. Walking in a lush park is nice, but there's something about looking at animals that just energizes you. Yeah, poor animals trapped in cages. Anyway, I'll stop being negative. I'm sorry. I've stopped killing the mood. Yuriko's fondness for animals may not be as deep as Hideo's, but she does adore them. Every few steps, they come across unique animals that they don't encounter in their daily life, and she gets excited. Wow, Hideo, look, it's a tiger, a living tiger.
お前そんなに虎が好きだったか
Who doesn't like tigers? Tigers are awesome. I like Bengal tigers. Well, I like all tigers. They're all awesome. And panthers. I like cats. And dogs. But the big ones are... Anyway, going on. My interest in them grew significantly when I saw the taxidermy tigers at Lady Kyoko's dinner party.
あ
Yeah, we see how
あ
cool
あの
they
悪
are
趣
in
味な
person.
食事会か
I've seen them in person, but like I said, distance. while they were out, like, a ways away. Animal sanctuary. They had lots of. They were far away. The stuffed ones are bigger than this guy. Yeah, because he's in captivity. But I still think a living tiger is more majestic.
大きいものがいいのなら、あちらにもっとすごいのがいるぞ。
Talking about yourself, or is there an elephant nearby? Hideo leads you to go through the zoo, knowing where everything is like the back of his hand. She supposes it's a product of his frequent trips. Eventually, they stop in front of the hippopotamus pen. Hippos are scary. Wow, look at the size of its mouth. It's massive. Yeah, they're
こいつは
scary.
のんきな顔をしているが、実は獰猛でな。
And they're fast, too.
捕らえるのは虎や象より難しいそうだ。
Yeah, because they're fast. They're smart, they're fast, and they're very ferocious. What? But they're herbivores, right?
ああ。だが、縄張り意識がか
Doesn't
なり
mean they
強いん
can't
だ。
kill you on purpose.
オス同士の縄張り争いで死ぬこともある。メスも凶暴だぞ。子供のいるメスはオスよりも怖いらしい。
I've seen the video of the guy getting charged by hippos. No thanks. You're so knowledgeable, Hideo. I'm
俺は
impressed.
鳥に限らず、動物は何でも好きなんだ。
What you got against birds? Birds are awesome.
おお、そうだ、鳥だ。ゆり子、ダチョウを見に行くぞ。
I always go to bird shows. I love them. I like animals. It's awesome. Hey, calm down. We don't have to hurry. They aren't going to run away.
わからんぞ。ダチョウは足が速いからな。お前には負けるかもしれんが。
This is a fun date. I don't run that fast. Sheesh. I wish I ran fast. Reiko is pretty sure that Hideo took her to the zoo to cheer her up, but now he's clearly enjoying himself. The sight of him with such a bounce in his step reminds her of those days when they were close and would play together. The memories are nice and just a little bit embarrassing. The second they arrive in front of the ostrich cage, Hideo's eyes twinkle. I thought he said he didn't like birds. I guess he likes ostriches. It's clear that he's an avid fan of birds, all birds, but what made Hideo so fond of them? Is it just me, or ostriches so big they don't even look like birds?
現在発見されている鳥の中では最大級だろうな。こい
Weird.
つは足の力がすごいんだ。
They look more like dinosaurs than birds. What? I'll keep that in mind. But that only makes me more convinced that ostriches aren't birds. I mean, they can't even
飛
fly.
べない鳥はダチョウだけじゃない。
Chickens,
進化の過程で飛ぶことを放棄した種類もいるんだ。
penguins. Like chickens?
鶏？いや、
Can
あいつらは
they?
飛べる。ただ、家畜として飼われているから飛ぶ必要がないというだけだ。野生化すれば飛んでいくさ。
Do they fly? I mean, they kind of short distances I've seen. I've seen wild turkeys. I've never seen them fly. They're always just kind of walking around. Do turkeys fly? I don't know. They do? I never would have guessed.
本当に飛べ
They've
ない
gotten
のは
lazy.
環境によって翼の機能が退化してしまった種だけだ。
Like, penguins.
家畜の他にも観賞用として閉じ込められていれば飛べなくもなるだろうがな。
Bred to be
オ
admired.
ナガ鳥などがそうだな。あれは鶏の突然変異でオスの尾
Oh
が
yeah,
かな
those
り
are
長くなる。
cool.
長ければ長いほどいいというので、なるべく尾を傷つけないように
Do peacocks fly
小さな箱の中で飼われるのさ。動けないようにな。
Oh, that's sad. But to have wings and not be able to fly, I feel sorry for them. You and me both, girly.
さあな、鳥自身がどう思っているかはわからん。自然な美しさと人工的な美しさは両方に価値があるとは思うが。
I mean, they're safe from predators.
やはり俺は野生のままに生きている鳥が一番美し
I
い
agree.
と思うな。一度荒野を駆け巡る野生のダチョウを見てみたいものだ。
Animals in the wild are the most beautiful. I highly agree with this man. I am growing. Hideo, you're growing on me even more, dude. I love you. I'm very much liking him. Birds that can't fly because humans refuse to let them. Although her pity for them might be an extension of her condescending nature as a human, Yuriko still thinks that she likes the ones who can fly better. Me too. Penguins are cool, though. I do like penguins. Birds kept inside small boxes are bound with countless fetters. They can't move freely, and they remind her of herself. She has people tell her what to do, what to think, to fit inside a mold because she looks more beautiful that way, and frankly, being on the receiving end of these treatments suffocates her. That's why I can never own a bird, because I would feel too bad to keep it in a cage. I'd want it flying around all the time, but then I have other animals and they'd get hurt, and I wouldn't want that. Still, I know there are certain things I can't possibly achieve out of my own sheer will. There must be things I need to let go, to give up. Yep. The two of them stay in the zoo even after that, walking around until they're both exhausted. Hideo offers her a long explanation each time they stop in front of a cage without her having to ask him for it. I would love this man. I would marry this man. Oh my gosh, I love him. His uniform's ridiculous, but I love him.
そろそろ腹が減ってきたな。うなぎでも食いに行くか。
But
心配するな。お前のところの執事には夕
Aw.
飯も済ませてから帰ると伝えてある。
just tell him I'll be back when I'll be back. What? But still.
俺が食いたいから食いに行くんだ。
Oh.
お
Don't
前はそれに付き合えばいい。だから何も気にするなよ。
Thank you, Hideo. Oh, I really like him. Hideo is kind. Yes, he is. And that fact makes her happy. Sure, their relationship hasn't always been this warm. It was once so cold, but he's actually a gentle person by nature. Today, she was able to reunite with the Hideo who cares about her, and she wouldn't trade this reunion for anything else. That also poses the problem of filling her chest with complicated feelings. A small part of her warns her not to depend on his kindness, and continues to criticize another part of her that is giddy with joy as she continues to walk at his side. Yeah, because he does have a fiance. Even though he hasn't fully agreed yet. They did go to a thing together. It's been ages since she's walked this much in the sunlight. Oh, you're gonna have a sunburn. Hideo escorted her home, and she decides to take a bath. She washes away the sweat of the day using the hot water while feeling pleasantly tired. Then goes to the dining hall to drink some hot water before bed and runs into Mizuhito. How long has it been since she last saw him? She resigned herself to not even counting the days.
ああ、帰っていたのか。
Yeah, well, it's to you. Welcome home, brother.
今日は秀夫くんにどこかへ連れて行ってもらったんだって。
Yeah, because at least someone hasn't abandoned me. Yes, we went to the Ueno Zoo.
動物園。秀夫くんらしいね。
Mizuhito chuckles and sits on the chair in front of Yuriko. He smells faintly of liquor. It's a smell that Yuriko will most likely never find wafting from Hideo, and her heart aches at the comparison.
お前は動物園に行って楽しかったのかい？
I hate the smell of alcohol. I hate the smell of cigarettes. I know. Yes, a lot actually. Hideo told me he had been there countless times, and he did seem like he knows everything about the animals there. It was astonishing.
へえ、何度も。
What's it to you?
秀夫くんも変わっているよね。いい年をした男が酒にも女にも興味を持たず、
See, I would
子
prefer
供の
that.
ように動物園に通っているだな
I
ん
would prefer that because he's still masculine. He's in the military. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Age has nothing to do with the person's love for animals. He's loved them since he was a child. It has nothing to do with your likes. If you have to change your likes just because you're an adult, it's sad and pathetic. Enjoy what you enjoy. You know? Look at yourself, brother. Yuriko almost adds, but she stops herself before the words can fly from her lips. She can't pinpoint the exact reason, but right now she's feeling extremely hostile towards Mizuhito. Because he left you alone. You both lost your mother and father, and he's just abandoned you. It's sad. You want someone to rely on, and he's just gone. I totally understand. I get it. The emotion is so potent that she's beginning to feel that this conversation she's having with him is going to reduce the bliss she feels from her time spent with Hideo into nothing. And Yuriko can't have that. She refuses to let the bitter emotion take over her, so she stands up from her seat. I'm going to bed. Good night, brother.
ああ、おやすみ。
Yeah, whatever. Her brother's voice sounds distant in her ears, like a flickering candle in the darkness. Yeah, she's most likely feeling upset because she needed someone to comfort, and, be there for her, and he's off pouring around, essentially. A flightless bird, a beautiful bird. Yuriko supposes she isn't the only flightless bird in this family. Her uninhibited brother is too, and she isn't sure how to feel about that. But he's the master now. He can do whatever he wants. If he wants to do his art stuff now, he can. Why do I think my brother is just as chained as I am when he listens to no one and does whatever he pleases? There isn't a truly free person in this world. Everyone lives while dragging their own personal shackles. And it's true. Including her brother and the other people who look like they've mastered the art of living in freedom. Her brother chooses to drown himself in liquor and women. He's so dependent on them that he might as well die without them. In that sense, there are the shackles locked around her brother's ankles. I have my own share of chains too. Heavy ones that I can't break with my own strength. Hideo told her, albeit once, that he would run away with her. He was, still is, her one and only savior, but soon he will lose the wings that would have allowed him to carry Yuriko away. She must not depend on Hideo too much. She knows that much. Yep, he is engaged, but she is still looking forward to her next meeting with him anyway, and it's a fact that she needs to admit. Yeah, he's engaged. It wouldn't... But we're going to steal him from his fiancée, so we're not going to be following any of that. A few days after their little trip to the zoo, when Hideo comes to visit again, Yuriko can hear the loud pounding of her own joyous heart. Hey! What's up? He comes into the parlor. The military uniform he's wearing is a telltale sign he wasn't able to finish work early today. Hideo, welcome. Thank you for the other day. Wait, is he in the military yet? I had fun, thanks to you. Yes, I think you have done something deserving of my gratitude. Yeah! Thank you. We're doing it. We're stealing him from his fiancé he doesn't even actually like in the first place. Yeah? Opera tickets for the one in Asakusa? That place is so cool. I love Asakusa. So pretty. What? Yeah? Asakusa is one of the best entertainment districts in Tokyo. It's where the theaters, exhibitions, opera houses, and throngs of people gather. It's now somewhere else, but not only that, Asakusa is where the Hanayashiki amusement park and the Asakusa Jinikai Tower are located. I've been there, yeah. Not that tower. It's the I don't know how to describe it. A short walk from those places, one will eventually reach the red light district of Yoshiwara. In a nutshell, Asakusa is the bustling place where people come to satisfy virtually all their needs. Yeah, Asakusa was great. If it's the same place I'm thinking of, because they said it was in Tokyo, right? Let me double check that I'm thinking of the same place. Yeah, I've been to the Asakusa Temple. It's that really pretty one. Asakusa Sensoji. Yeah, it's the one... Everyone's probably... It's the thunder and lightning gods, and it's the red, and has that big lantern in the center. Right? Yeah? You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. The place is beautiful. From what I know now is it's not really a bustling city. It's actually... Everything closes at like 9 in Asakusa now. It's more of I think they call it like the temple district now. I don't know when that changed. What's the best place? Actually, I'm not going to say anything because I'm not going to give away secrets. Act like I don't know anything. And an area as seedy as that is by no means a place that Hideo likes. He hates crowded places. In fact, on the night of the evening party, he was reluctant to enter the manor through the parlor because it was full of people. Yeah, the party district is more like... I want to say... It's on the other side now. And yet, here he is offering Yuriko a small trip to Asakusa. He's clearly doing this for her. Oh, how things change through time. Thank you for asking me to go out again.
行って
I mean,
く
Tokyo
れ
University
る
is
のか
close by. It's south. I think it's south. It's been a while. Yes, I'll gladly accompany you.
そうかよかった
I'll stop
剣
talking.
が無駄にならずに済んだな
I do recommend it though. Go to Asakusa. It's great. If you like that stuff. Hideo smiles and Yuriko too feels the pull of a smile on her cheeks. However, she finds that she still can't be genuinely happy about Hideo's invitation. I think Harajuku's around there too. He has a fiancée, and I'm sure his acquaintance didn't give him those tickets so that he can go to the opera with another woman. Should she even accept the offer and wedge herself in between Hideo and his fiancé? Yes! 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 100% yes, that's what we're doing, I guess. She is grateful that he is treating her nicely now, which is a huge contrast to the cold shoulder he was giving her before, but something still doesn't sit right with her. She isn't the woman who should be sitting next to him right now. Words echo in her heart, coming from a place she can't put a finger on, and it makes her feel restless. Throw that shame away! He said he didn't like the girl anyway. Even though they are childhood friends, they are still a man and a woman in the eyes of society. She feels guilty for going out so frequently with him, walking side by side like lovers.
それじゃ暗くなる前に早速行くか
Well, your parents are dead now too, so he can propose to you. I mean, I don't know if her brother would be fine with it, but you know. Yes, of course.
もう夕食は食べたのか
No. Certainly not. The sun hasn't even set yet, Hideo. What about you?
俺もまだだオペラを見た後に何か食べるか
Yeah, let's do it. That sounds good, but can we not eat anything too heavy? I haven't had much of an appetite
分
lately.
かったとりあえず
Yeah, it'll be fun. Hideo stands up and it's a signal for her to follow. Sorry. Very reluctantly, Yuriko gets up from her seat and follows him. I was checking the time, sorry. And there's the car. Okay. Like clockwork. Asakusa is just as crowded as she remembers. Yuriko must have been holed up in the manor too long because she thinks she's getting just a little dizzy.
すごい人だな
I know.
少し
Yeah,
顔
look
色
at
が
all the
悪い
people, guys.
気分は大
There's
丈
so
夫
many. So many people everywhere. I'm fine. I am, thank you.
そうかはぐらないように気をつけろ
Mm-hmm. Hideo doesn't even hesitate when he reaches out to grip Yuriko's hand. We're getting so freaking close. Her eyes widen and she whips her gaze up to search his face, but he's facing ahead and refusing to meet her eyes. He knows! He knows what he's doing. Hideo, he's holding my hand. Just what? Your parents are dead! He's making a move! I appreciate. She knows he's probably being considerate and doing this so that she doesn't get lost, but offering to hold hands is something that she thought he would never want to do. Girl, I know she's trying not to have expectations because yeah. They used to hold hands and walk around a lot when they were little, but now they both have their other marriage prospects. Yeah, you already said you're not marrying Shiba, so let's not even count him. Still, I'm glad. Hideo's hand feels cold and smooth around hers, but Yuriko can tell that it's growing warm. She wonders if it's her own body temperature that's doing it. It's probably both. Feels nostalgic and fresh at the same time. It's a strange sensation. And she looks up. Her eyes land on his back. It's the broad back of a man. She stares at like she's only realizing now that Hideo's grown up. Girl. If this wasn't the edited version. There's musical... Why is it this? Why is it this song? Sorry. Anyway, yes. Theater's musical program is divided into daytime and nighttime plays. Yuriko and Hideo arrive just in time for the night play. They'll be watching... Okay. I'll be watching Offenbach's Orpheus in the underworld. Anyway. This is Yuriko's first time watching an opera. The austere atmosphere and the nearly exaggerated set of the stage are beginning to overwhelm her. Plays are awesome. I love plays. I love this song too. Hideo, have you ever seen an opera before?
ああ一度だけな
This is my first time, so I'm a little nervous.
気楽に見ればいいさ。客は好きな時に入って好きな時に出ていけるんだ。つまらなかったらさっさと席を立てばいい。
I wouldn't do that. This is my first opera. I'm saying to watch the end. Yeah, don't leave.
好きにしろ。
So Wife of Figaro is pretty cool. I like that one. He replies curtly, but his tone is soft. Although the play is on the stage has all of Yoriko's attention, she's still very much aware that Hideo is sitting next to her. She can't believe they're here watching an opera play together when the ties between them were almost completely severed just a few weeks ago. Thinking back on it now, she realizes that her family's successive misfortunes that have remedied her bond with Hideo. How ironic that this is that the speed at which her relationship with Hideo recovers this inversely proportional to the number of hardships that her family has to deal with. Your parents are dead. He wants to marry you, and the things standing in the way are going away. Performance of the grand orchestra on the stage reminds Yuriko of the musicians her father hired to play at the evening party of her birthday. Orpheus in the underworld, a god who has to venture into hell. The depiction contrasts between heaven and hell seem to be an accurate description of that evening party she muses. Get me out of here. Okay. That song. Okay. By the time they leave the theater, it's already dark outside. Asakusa is known as a district that never sleeps, and business is only picking up from here.
さて、
Let's get out.
夕飯を食うか。お前は何が食べたい？
I don't know. Hideo's question takes Yuriko out of her daze, away from the magic of the opera. She looks around only to find that the men and women walking together around them are either married or lovers. Alright. The sight races whatever enthusiasm Yuriko has left after watching the opera. It's a rather harsh wake-up call that Hideo is engaged. Stop thinking about it, girl. It's really okay for me to rely on Hideo's kindness to this extent. Girl, you have past that point. Once a voice of doubt takes root in her mind, it grows louder, echoing inside her head and refusing to leave. She can't be too dependent on Hideo, or she won't be able to live without his kindness. Her childhood friend is getting married to another woman. Is it really alright for her to continue imposing on him? Well, he did say he hadn't officially accepted yet. She wants to put an end to this. She needs to do it now.
おい、どうした？
Noticing that Yuriko has been silent, Hideo turns to her with a small smile on his face.
腹が減りすぎて返事もできなくなったか。
Don't ruin his excitement! Hideo, I want to continue a little longer. I don't have a particular place in mind, so let's eat whatever you want, Hideo. I'm gonna force this girl to ignore the nagging feeling in her head. We're gonna be making bad decisions. Let's go. Contrary to her intentions, Yuriko ended up choosing to prolong her time with Hideo and said, "That's because I'm in control, girl. We're stealing this man from his fiancée." Wants to stay like this for just a little longer. I'm gonna be the little devil on her shoulder. Let's do this. Something tells her that if she rejected Hideo's invitation for a meal right here, he would never set foot in the Nomiya family's manor ever again. He would completely lose contact. Don't ruin his fun. While she knows that Hideo will eventually marry his fiancée, she wants him to remain the closest person in her life, at least until his wedding. Desire is so strong, and it has led Yuriko to this point.
そうか。それじゃあその辺の洋食屋にでも。
おお、少尉！尾崎少尉じゃないか。
Oh god, someone sounds wasted. A deep voice cuts through the crowd. When they turn around to see who it is, Hideo visibly blanches. It's clear that whoever it is, he's not someone Hideo is eager to see.
中川。
The person turns out to be a man clad in military uniform. From the tone, Hideo's greeted him with Nakagawa seems to be a fellow officer. He approaches him with wobbly steps, flushed face, and unfocused eyes, and appears to be terribly drunk. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once he stands close enough to them, he rakes his eyes over Yuriko. Nope, I'm getting behind. I would get right behind him like I am not dealing with a drunk.
いや、違う。彼女は俺の幼馴染だ。
Ugh. Drunk people are so not fun. Like, I will go and get drinks every now and then, but I never ever get drunk. Drunk people are so not fun.
幼なじみ
Yeah, what of it? The man snorts at Hideo's answer.
お前も隅に置けないな。婚約者を放って別の女と浅草でフラフラ
Can we just leave?
俺には婚約者などはいない。
Oh, is that so?
今さら隠すなよ。みんな知ってるんだぜ。お前がいいところのお嬢
It's
さん
like
と
I didn't agree to it, so
縁
no.
談があるってな。
We're in talks, but it's not happening.
縁談はあるがまだ決まったわけじゃない。どうするかは俺が決める。
なるほど。それで結婚前に早々と2号さんの予定をこしらえているわけ
What?
か。
It's not what he said.
だからこいつはそんなんじゃないと言ってるだろう。幼い頃からの仲なんだ。
And the fun is gone. Thanks, Nakagawa.
下手な嘘はよせ。
We're gonna have a fight.
この年になって幼なじみとおままごとか。下心のない相手と2人で夜歩くわけないだろうが。これからどこに行こうとしていたのか言ってみろ。ん
Gross.
貴
Okay.
様。
And in that instant, the air around them begins to crackle dangerously. For the start, Yuriko eyes Hideo. His jaw and fists are clenched. The veins on his forehead are now more pronounced.
よくもそんな汚らわしいことを。
Like, let's just leave. Hideo takes a step forward. I'm like, no, Hideo, no. Exactly. No. We didn't move fast enough. Yuriko tries to stop him, but she's too late. Hideo has hammered his fist into the man's face. People around them shriek at the sight. Struck to the ground, Nakagawa cradles his face for a silent beat before getting up and launching himself at Hideo in fear. We were having such a good time, too. The fight between the two soldiers is in the middle of the bustling street. I mean, not military dudes, though. I mean... More passers-by stop to circle them, some shouting in encouragement while others are watching with curious eyes. Yuriko sounds rooted to the spot, utterly at loss for what to do. At a loss for what to do. Yeah. A fight between two men who train themselves on a daily basis is terrifying, to say the least. Yes, it really is. She may be a tomboy, but she doesn't have the courage to jump into the fray and stop them. It's probably best that you don't, because it's just don't. All she knows is that she's panicking. Stop it. Stop fighting, please. Someone please stop them. Cops? Cops? Yes, cops? She yells at the top of her lungs, but her voice can't be heard in the midst of the onlookers' excited bellows. Hideo and Nakagawa continue to exchange blows, showing no sign of putting an end to their brawl. Eventually, law enforcement rushes in to separate the two men. Someone must have called for the police at some point during the commotion, or the cops were just nearby because it's a red light district area. Freaking whistle. Noticing the shift in the circle of onlookers, Hideo shakes off Nakagawa's fists around his collar. He turns to Yuriko, circles his arm around her shoulders, and urges her to run. Hideo, what are you doing?
ひとまずお前は屋敷に帰れ。俺は残る。逃げても事態は変わらん。
But they cut through the throng of people and finally reach a big street. A rickshaw happens to pass by and Hideo stops it. He very nearly tosses Yuriko onto it. Hideo, you're not serious, are you?
戻らなくても追いかけてくるさ。ただ俺はお前をこんなことに巻き込みたくないんだ。
I could be your witness for you. I'm fine. Just don't be reckless, please.
すべて俺の責任だ。
Just
いいか
don't be.
しばらくうちには来るな。連絡も取ろうとするなよ。少しの間、俺から距離を置くんだ。
Oh, it's the little thing. But I...
ごちゃごちゃ言うな。いいから行け。
Okay. Jeez. Hideo glares at her, face covered with dirt and blood trickling from the open cut in the corner of his mouth. Yuriko feels her heart skip a beat and her breath catches at the sight against her better judgment. Hideo is usually callous and sarcastic. He stares people down, but the look on his face right now is so frenzied and bare, and she believes she hasn't witnessed the emotions etched on his face in a long time. Hideo orders the rickshaw to depart. She turns around from within the moving vehicle to get a final glimpse of Hideo, but he seems to have gone right back into the crowd. Ugh. I was like, please, we should have just walked away. Who would have thought the night would end like this? Perhaps she shouldn't have agreed to Hideo's invitation to go out so easily. It's like you knew this was gonna happen. Deep in Yuriko's heart, though, she can feel her feelings toward Hideo growing brighter as she recalls the moment he tried to protect her. Hideo, what am I to you exactly? Well, he did say he didn't have a fiance, so the little naggy voice can go away. Just a childhood friend or more? The wind buffets the rickshaw driver and as he runs through the city, and she stares absentmindedly at his back. Yuriko drops her gaze to her lap, her eyes taking in the red color of her kimono, and the image of Hideo's split lips resurfaces in her mind. Ugh. Yeah. Next day. It's a beautiful afternoon. She's been absentmindedly looking out the window, but then she catches a glimpse of Majima. He seems to be working on something while wiping his sweat. What is he doing? She usually finds him watering the trees in the garden, but today it looks like he's carrying a big basket in his arms, and she has no idea what it is. Intrigued, Yuriko decides to go to the garden and have a closer look. Majima!
Ah, Hime-sama.
Hey. It's been a while. What are you doing over there at the corner of the garden? She walks closer and discovers a small vegetable plot. There. When did it get here? Shoo! Seems like someone hasn't been paying attention to their giant freaking garden. Okay. Plot is filled with ripening vegetables in brilliant colors and various types of plants with large leaves, all growing strong under the bright sun. To help with food costs. Oh my, when did you build this plot?
この春からです。近頃は物価が高いので、やはり自給自足が一番かと。
Yeah, I do that too. Oh, then the vegetables that we've been eating, did you grow them all?
ええ、大体そうだと思いますよ。
He's like, yeah, I guess, even if they weren't, yes. Wow, that's amazing. Yuriko is impressed. I want to do your route. She's been eating vegetables without questioning where they came from, and she certainly never imagined that most of them were grown by Majima himself. Can't believe you're growing your own vegetables. You're like a wizard.
そこまですごいことじゃないですよ。
It's the same thing, basically, kind of, on a small scale. You are. I wouldn't be able to raise my own plants.
できますよ。
Majima smiles sweetly at her.
植物って生命力がすごいんですから。いい土と適度な水さえやっておけば、ぐんぐん育ちますよ。
I'm still not convinced. I think if I try to grow some plants, they'll wither in the blink of an eye. Yeah.
愛情があれば大丈夫です。
I had a friend who had a plant, and they were like, "It's dying. What am I doing wrong?" I show up. I'm like, "Let me do it." I show up. They kept it in the same container that they bought. They bought it from the store. I'm like, "You're not supposed to keep it in the plastic container." They're like, "You're not." I'm like, "No, you're killing the roots." So we had to go to the store and buy a pot and some potting soil and some like plant food or whatever, and they saved their freaking plant. Like, oh my gosh, like, I'm not supposed to keep it in the plastic. Oh god. It's really not that hard. It's just love, huh? It's a bit too much to ask of her. We can't even handle things with finesse. She's pretty sure she isn't cut out for raising another living being. Yeah, some people just aren't. They can't. Even plants die. So these vegetables are ripe. These vegetables are ripe enough to eat.
ええ。ほら、キュウリやナスもこんなに育っていますよ。
If they get too ripe, they'll
大きいで
split.
しょ。
Huh? Who would eat tomatoes, Majima?
姫様、
I
トマ
mean,
トはお嫌いですか？
I like fresh tomatoes, not like the ones that are cold, like they get grainy because they've been frozen or cold, too cold. I don't know if I hate tomatoes. I mean, I don't think tomatoes are supposed to be consumed.
ああ、そうかもしれませんね。青臭いし酸っぱいし、まだまだ日本人の舌に合うように改良がされていませんから
I mean,
ね。
I know that they used to say that tomatoes were poisonous because of the plate. Something about the type of plate they were using made them poisonous, but
でも冷やして食べるとうまいんですよ。中には甘く育ったやつもあるし。
I don't know. I mean, really? Well, anyway, your vegetables still look amazing and huge.
ええ。本当はこんなに大きくならないうちに取った方がいいんですが、たくさん作りすぎてしまって。
Well, but isn't the bigger the better? No, not
い
necessarily.
え、違いますよ。食べ頃はもう少し前なんです。
Overripe is not good. By the way, are these vegetables looking slightly rough because they're grown in the garden? I've never seen a cucumber with so many thorns before. Oh my gosh, girly, they're all grown in a garden. That's how you grow vegetables.
ですよね。でもこれは新鮮な証拠ですよ。
Oh, the girl. She's such a city girl. It hurts me. It hurts my heart. But the thorns need to be removed before we can eat these cucumbers,
え
right?
え。そうだ。
You... it-
姫様も収穫してみますか。
It's to keep the birds... Plant defense mechanism. Huh? I don't know if I'm skilled enough for
簡
that.
単ですよ。試しにやってみてください。
It hurts me to hear this. Oh, city girls. Like this? She holds a rugged cucumber in her hands as instructed. Pulls the cucumber downward, but it isn't coming off. You kind of... This is difficult. It's really
あ
not.
あ、引っ張るんじゃなくて、
Yeah, you have
少
to...
し上
You
に
have,
ひねってください。
you have to
そうすれば。
twist and pull, but not too... It's like an apple. You kind of have to twist it and pull... Oh. She tries again, this time following Majima's instructions, and she manages to pick it with ease. I got it! I got it!
ええ、よかったですね。
She's cute and naive, but I've met so many girls like this. Wow, this is interesting. Who knew adding a little twist would make such a huge difference? How you pick apples, too. And, peaches and stuff. You literally have to, like... twist it.
なんだってそうですよ。コツをつかめば
Or
難
else,
しい
or
も
else
の
you
なんてあ
can
りません。
damage the plant. Majima, are you trying to sound poetic?
かもしれませんね。
Cute. Majima laughs innocent and bright, like a little child. His boyish smile fills Yuriko's chest with
秋
warmth.
には芋も取れますよ。
Woo,
姫様も
potatoes!
一緒にやりますか。
Of course, I'd love to. Potatoes mean we'll have to pull them out of the ground, right?
そうです。
Yeah.
取れたてのやつはうまいんですよ。
I can't wait for autumn to come. Pumpkins are good too. You have to make sure they're... As soon as the words leave her mouth, she knows there's one thing. She hasn't felt so excited for... Hasn't been looking forward to the new season since her father passed away. After her mother departed, she found herself no longer caring about the passage of time. She lost her interest in not only time, but also everything around her. Even though her soul stayed in this world, her life felt surreal, as if half of her body was submerged beneath the horizon of the underworld. Today, with the healthy vegetables spread before her eyes, Yuriko can say that she is genuinely looking forward to something for the first time in a long time. So this is what it feels like to be alive. At that moment, she truly feels it. Plants in this plot are growing comfortably under the sunlight and with the water that Majima provides for them. These earthbound living beings are devoted only to the act of living, and she kind of envies them. Yuriko looks at these plants and thinks they're beautiful. At the same time, she becomes aware of the fact that she hasn't been actually living. Her mother's death spurred her into trying to find out the truth behind her parents' demise. Because she knows that her desperation to uncover the truth is better than the alternative, which is to do nothing and let despair crush her. She doesn't have anything else but a single goal: to solve the mystery surrounding her parents' death. She doesn't dream, and she doesn't hope because the shadow of tragedy is too thick for her to think of any such things. Thank you, Majima.
What?
I feel much more encouraged now, thanks to you.
姫様。
A pained look passes over Majima's countenance for a brief second. Soon enough, the shadow is replaced by his usual bright
そ
smile.
うですよ、姫様。元気でいなきゃいけません。この野菜をたくさん食べて、病気なんかしないでくださいね。
I will try my best to keep her healthy. You're right. I can't afford to catch a cold. Not now. Majima's smile and the greenery of the garden have soothed her mind. Yes, she needs to shift her focus to the bright sun and keep on walking straight toward it. She'll be fine. Her parents' protection is with her. They are watching over her. Her brother, Fujita, Majima, Hideo are all watching over her. I would ask the brother, he's never home. But, well, okay, everyone else. Yuriko could feel her mind recover, little by little. Her clock did stop once, freezing the time around her, but the hands are ticking again, albeit slightly. They may not be ticking at the highest speed yet, but she can feel the movement. Alright, we're ending it in this room again. Alright. So guys, thank you once again. Hideo is fantastic. Our brother sucks. And the staff sucked for not removing the bellflowers. Like, that would have been like, get these things away. But, you know, people panic. Anyway, if there are any games or routes you would like me to play, let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, guys. Bye.